Well. Hello, everybody. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Susan, and welcome to my channel. Today, what we're going to do is tackle this. So, if you see this, this is a hot mess, and this is the result of two things: neglect, no watering, and drought. This is the bad, okay, guys? This is what I'm talking about: the good, the bad, the ugly in the garden. So this is one of the ugly, the bad, and the ugly. But we're gonna make it pretty again, okay? So before I go, I just want to thank all of my new subscribers. Welcome. I want to thank all of my existing subscribers, and welcome to my family of the garden interest. So here we are in my garden, and we're going to fix up this little planter here that I have. I used to put some perennials in here, but I've decided I'm going to do a succulent garden here because of the time we've been experiencing a lot of heat, less rain, and so I decided to do a drought tolerant type plants, which are succulents. They can handle drought a lot better than the perennials. So this is gonna be tough because I've already assessed, and if you come closer, I've already assessed that this is extremely dry, guys. Look at that. See, that's sure sign of not watering and how much it dries out so fast. So I'm gonna take out all the gravel. I'm gonna take all the gravel out, and I'm gonna try and wet the soil. I'm gonna try and freshen up the soil as much as I can. If that doesn't work, I may just have to get some more soil, but let's just cross our fingers and hope that this will work. So let's just go and do that. So we're going to just bring some more life to the soil by adding some perlite, because the perlite will help with some drainage, and it's also great for the succulent. Let me show you what the perlite looks like for those of you that don't know what it looks like. They also call it sponge rock, and so it has this kind of rocky look, and it's white. It's more like a sponge, okay? So I'm going to take this and I'm going to add it to the soil when I'm done. So for now, let me take out the rocks and just put them in. I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I'm not going to bore you, and I'll come right back. Okay, guys, so I'm now going to remove, we've taken out as much as the gravel as possible. So I'm going to remove these now, and see how the soil is so dry and it's so hard to come out. So I'm going to just wiggle this out. Get the entire root system out. And I'm going to try and take both of them out. Quite a root ball there. Look at that. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to tidy it up a little. Let's get some of the stems and stuff out of here. I know it looks impossible, right? Usually I would take out all the soil, just put in new soil, but I'm gonna just try and revive what I have here. So I'm just gonna wet this. Gonna get a little mucky. Gonna just make it drain a bit. Gonna turn this off and let it seep. I may have to get something sharp. See if this can soften it up a little. See, even though I wet it, it's still, but it's getting there. See, it's loosening up. It's getting there. Just keep wetting it until you get it soft. This is what happens when you leave it for too long. And so I'm just poking the holes in there so it can get down below and wet it a little more. Now this is, you have to have patience. Sometimes when it comes to gardening, you have to have some patience. This is one of them. Just push that in there. Let it drain. And then I'll keep doing this all the way around. Hopefully we can get this loosen up quickly. See, my statue needs a little balancing as well. It's still pretty dry right here. But because we're planting succulents, I don't need it to go really deep. But what I'm trying to do is soften up the soil and put some, like I said, some of the sponge perlite in there. It's pretty dry right here, so I'm wetting it some more. It's really dry all the way down to the bottom. So I'm just giving it some more moisture to help it along the way. If you bring it in a little closer, you'll see what I'm doing here. See, it's pretty dry. So what I'm doing with the hose is I'm getting in the dry areas just to give the soil some oxygen so that when we plant, the plant will have, see how it's loosening up really nice. And like I said, succulents don't need a lot of moisture, so we just want to we're just basically loosening up the soil as much as possible. I think this is good here. You don't want to get it too moist. Sorry if I'm boring you with this, but I'm going to turn this off now, and hopefully Should be good. Yeah, I'm liking this. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna add perlite in here. Nice and windy today. Looks like we may get rain. I'm hoping so. Gonna use all of this in here because I want it to have good drainage. And I'm just gonna mix it in. And like I said, succulents don't need a deep soil. So I'm just gonna work with at least 2, 3, 4 inches of soil loosened. And just work it in. Not sure why this is tilting, but I'm gonna straighten it there. All right, so that's good. Let me show you what succulents I'm working with. So these are actually clipping guys that I got from different parts of the garden that I already had. And they, even though they look like this, we're gonna clean all of this off, use this portion of it. This is another clipping that we got from the garden. So just clip it here, and I'll use this to put in. I'll clean up all of the old stuff just simply by just snapping it off. That's it, and that's it. And I'll use that. This is another one I want to show you. Look at that, guys. That's baby ones coming out. So these will turn into this eventually. So what I'll do is I'll clip this off as close as I can here, and I'll possibly put this down and let it grow. And just, oops, and just use this. Okay? These are other ones. Now, I had this, so I think I'm gonna just put this in. Just so that I can use it. I've had it for a while, and I think I'll use that in there. This is from the garden as well. I had this in a different planter. I'm gonna use this. There are a couple of new ones. We've got these, and we've gotten these. They're quite nice. I like them because they have the purple on there. And there's some more here that I've gotten as well. So I'm going to try and use as much of these as possible because we have a big area to fill. Now, I'm going to do these first because they grow pretty big. And I'm just going to put them on the opposite sides. Let me put this one to the back. This one, because this is the front of the yard this way. You want to put the nicer ones to the front. So I'm just going to dig in and just plant it. See, it's kind of dry, but it's also quite loose. I'm just going to stick it in, and then we can wet this a little bit after I'm done planting up everything. The thing what I'll do, guys, is I'll, not to bore you too much, I'll go ahead and plant up the succulents. I'll position them and show you a little bit kind of my thought process, and then I'll come back and show you the finished product. So let me put the stuff here, and then we can, the thing I'd like to have these gorgeous babies here, sort of like in here. So just put, let me get my, I like to use this to get a more depth, like that. I want to put one there, and I think I want to put one on the other side. I like to do them I'm going to cut this off so you can see. I'm going to cut it on an angle like that. And I'm going to keep this. So I still have a little bit of stem that I can work with. And I'll just put this right in here. Don't need it so deep, so I just push the soil up against it so it holds it in position. These grow kind of tall, so I think they will look cute. I don't have 4, but I think I'll just put them like this, more to the front to display them. Same thing with these. These go kind of tallish. So what I'll do is I'll put them here. I'll probably put one right here. I'll just shift this over like that. I'll put this one right here. Since I don't have like the 4th growing stuff there, I'll just put this here. One here. These grow beautiful, guys. I have some in different section of the garden, and they look so pretty when they're fully matured. I'm gonna put this one. You know what? Yeah, let's put this here. I don't want to put too much stuff here because I kind of want this to grow that way. So I'm kind of working with it like that. I'll take this one, put it here. And I'll put this one here. Now these grow quite big as well. So I don't want to put it next to this. So what I'll do is I'll put one here, and I'll put one possibly, this is kind of close here, I want it in front, so I'll probably put it, I'll rotate it and put it here. this one grows a little tallish. So I think I may shift this forward and put this in the back here. And then these guys, I'm gonna tuck because these grow and they taper down. So I'm gonna put them like here, little spots that are closer to the front. I'm not gonna put them now because I need to cut them and stick them in like multiple pieces. But let me do this one and I'll show you in this space what I do. And I just work with what I have. So I try to give it a little length. And if you notice, I'll show you something else. If you notice those little things, those come into root systems. Those little buttons, or I should say look like lumps or joints. Those are going to turn into root system. So just take that right there, and we throw that away. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm sorry guys, I forgot to put my mic on, and I apologize if you're not hearing me clearly. I was so anxious to get this done that so sometimes we have to give it a little more length, so you just break this off. So like I was saying, I was so anxious to get this done that I totally forgot to gear myself up with the mic. So I apologize guys for that. So all it is just making an indenture, putting it down in the hole, just leaving it there. So I'm just gonna put a few pieces because, like, you know, I've got quite a few in there, and this will look so beautiful when it's growing over. What I'll do is I'll take you to another planter that I did with these same, if you zone these same ones here. I will show you what they will look like eventually. And yeah, I'm trying to direct my camera guy. Oh, my camera guy, he's like killing himself laughing right now because I'm like, this plant, you know. But anyway guys, so that particular plant I'll show you after this. I'll show you what it looks like. So I'll be right back. Let me just plant this all out and I'll show you what everything looks like. Okay guys, so finally finished, and my husband is watering them down, rinsing them off. This is the finale, guys. I'm going to step back a little bit so you can kind of see how it looks. Going all the way around. I'm going to step back a bit more. And you can see my husband's in the background there, but let me just come this way. Isn't that gorgeous, guys? It's gorgeous. So can you imagine now when everything is all settled in, growing, getting bigger? It's going to be beautiful. So what I did was, remember the little one I cut off? I just cut off of this one. I just stuck it in there because I want it to grow. And when it starts to get big, I'll either leave it there or just pull it out and put it in a different part of the garden. But I'm giving it a chance to grow. Absolutely beautiful. I'm loving this, guys. I hope you're loving it too. If you are, give me likes. Just hit the like button or comment on this video. Beautiful. Just beautiful. I used every single succulent, guys, that I was showing you that was in the box and I had planned to plant out. I used every bit of it. Plus, I went and got this one. I got some more of this from another area in the garden, as well as this one, because I felt it was a bit too green, and my husband suggested I should put some of the orange one in there, which is a great idea because it really looks nice there. Well, that's it, guys. That is the end of this video, and I hope you enjoyed this replanting, refreshing of the soil, and refreshing of this planter. Well, guys, this is it. Okay, guys, so this is what I was telling you about, what I had planted into the planter that we were doing just now. And this is how it tapers over, guys. Isn't that nice? So it tapers over and it gets pretty full. But I can control the way that it grows on the top and just train it to taper over. So there's also another example of how nicely it tapers over. So this planter is looking great, guys. I was testing out these. I didn't buy any more, but they're doing really well. So I may just start using some more of these in my planters. I love it. And this is what we planted in there. See how big and nice this is growing? And we've got these as well. This is a different type, but I didn't put that in this one that we're doing. So yeah, that's it, guys. Just wanted to show you. I promised I would, so there you go. Thank you guys for tuning in to my channel again and enjoying this beautiful project with me. And I truly hope you enjoy your weekend. It's Saturday here, and I wish you all the best. Keep safe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.